Hey everyone, it's Isaac here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm doing another episode of rating your Nitro Type Profiles. I know I've been a little behind with uploading and streaming lately. I've actually been surprisingly busy for being Christmas break, just trying to spend time with family and friends and just try to enjoy my time before I go several months without a long break. But yes, I will try to get out some content for you guys. Let's get into the video with the first response from Destroyer. They said that the best thing about their profile is their level and the worst thing is their garage. They're not really sure whether they would consider their profile good, and they want me to make more challenge videos. I've definitely been getting some requests for that. I'm surprised because I almost never get requests for that. When I make the videos, nobody ever seems to want to watch them. However, I will be thinking of some fun challenge videos. But let's head over to their profile. So we're here at their profile, and they have a words per minute of 59, which will give them 1 point in the words per minute category. They have a race count of 17,286, that will give them 1 point in the race category. They have a level of Infinity 142, they're definitely quite active, that will give them 2 points. They joined after 2020, which will give them half a point. Their garage sections, they actually have a fair bit of cars. There doesn't seem to be any sort of consistent organization to it, but they do have a decent amount of cars, and then as you can see, they are using the Infinity Garage. This does make my job a little bit harder, but I'm not entirely opposed to it. I've heard you can't even get it anymore, but yeah, definitely pretty good. So 1.5 points for their garage and half a point for organization. They did qualify for a bonus point because they have a top badge. Actually, they have several, but it doesn't matter how many you have, as long as you have at least one, you get 1 point. So that is 7.5 out of 10, very nice. Not much I would really do to improve. Maybe work on the organization a little bit. It definitely seems like you're sandbagging a little bit because your high is 150 and your average is 59. But overall, yeah, all the other stuff will go up with time. Definitely, top 300 racer, top 50 team looks very nice. Also, the car is kind of basic, but I know some people like racing with those, so I'm not going to judge. Let's move on to the next profile. So the next response is from Overcomer Solving YT. They said the best thing about their profile is the amount of cars, the color sorting, and they have a YouTube channel, which is very nice. I always enjoy rating Nitro Type YouTubers' profiles. Generally, they tend to be a little bit better. However, not always. Everyone has to start somewhere. I think the worst thing about their profile is a lack of 2019 Christmas season cars. That's very oddly specific. I don't personally, mind if you're missing some cars. I missed out on some cars myself over the years, but yeah, that's definitely not a bad thing, I would consider. They would consider their profile good, and they want me to make rating other Nitro Type YouTubers channel. That's an interesting idea. I think I'm gonna have to consider that. That definitely sounds like something I could do, so thank you for that feedback. I will think about that, and if you have any more video ideas, if anybody watching has any more video ideas, make sure to comment them down below, and I do read your comments. I don't always respond to all of them because they just don't need responding to, but yes, make sure to comment a video idea if you want me to make something. I'm more than willing to listen to ideas. Let's rate their profile. Alright, so we're here at their profile. They have a words per minute of 67, so pretty decent. That's going to give them 1 point. They have a race count of exactly 10,000 on the dot. That will give them 0.75 points. They have a level of Infinity 47, which is definitely pretty good. That will give them 2 points. They joined before 2020, in fact, a little bit later than I joined. I joined in March, they joined in August of 2018. Very nice, that will give them 1 point. Their garage looked pretty decent. I like the color organization, I think it looks very nice. So overall, very nice garage, very impressive. I like, the organization of all the Gothams and then the trucks, and very logically organized. You got the trains, and it looks very nice. It's a little bit different, which I like. So yeah, we'll give you 1.5 points for the garage and 1 point for organization. There are no bonus points for this profile, but that's fine. Overall, it is a 7.25 out of 10. Very nice. Not much I would really do to improve on this profile. Words per minute will always go up. It's interesting that you have 10,000 races right on the dot. Very nice. And of course, that'll always go up with time. I did forget to add you as a friend, so we'll do that. Let's move on to the next response. So the next response is from Butter is Food. Very nice name, by the way. They think the best thing about their profile is that it was started not too long ago. But hopefully they want to win some Nitro Type cash, because I do randomly send people cash, so that's interesting. Worst thing about their profile, I don't know if they were a little confused. They said same best thing. I don't really have a lot. Okay. They're not really sure whether their profile is good. They want me to see long racing streams and chat. That's basically what I do every stream. My last stream actually lasted almost 2 hours because I had a lot of time and I was bored. So yeah, definitely be looking for that. I'm going to try to stream every Wednesday, but I might pop in and just do like a quick live stream every once in a while if I have time. Let's move on and rate their profile. Alright, so they have an average of 58 words per minute. That's pretty decent. That will give them 1 point. They have a race count of 390, so yes, they are very new, but that's alright. It'll give them 0.25 points. They have a level of 19, very decent, almost done with the season. That will give them 1.5 points. They joined after 2020, that will give them half a point. Their garage is pretty decent. I like the purple color scheme going on here. Looks pretty good. They are using the Infinity Garage, which is fine, but it just means I have to scroll all the way down and make sure they don't have any other cars. So yeah, we'll give you 1 point on the garage sections and 1 point on organization. No bonus points here. That will give you a 5.25 out of 10. Very nice. Again, race count will come with time, and getting more cars and just kind of completing out the profile will definitely come with time, More experienced players tend to have more things, which makes sense because they've been racing more. So yeah, very nice for a newer profile. Not too much else to say. Let's move on to the next response. Alright, so the next response is from Manta by December 31st. Very good luck, you've got a few days left. They said the best thing about their profile is cars, and the worst thing about their profile is the low race count compared to how long I've been playing. Alright, so we're here at their profile. They have a words per minute of 55, which is pretty good. That will give them 1 point. They have a race count of 39,000, almost 40,000. They're very close, so you could definitely pull that off if you do a bit of racing a day to get to 40,000 by December 31st. That will give them 1.5 points. Their level is Infinity 124, which is pretty good. Very active, so we'll give you 2 points there. They joined after 2020, which will give them half a point. And something they said in the forum is that they didn't have a very good race count compared to how long ago they joined. This is a fairly new account, like 2020 isn't that long ago. I know it's almost 2023, but 40,000 races in like about 2 years basically, because 2023 is about to start, at least as the time of recording this video. That's actually pretty active, so that can be attested to by your top 300 racer badge, which also could just be because you're racing a lot recently to try to get that Manta. But yeah, very nice there. Where were we? I think we were at their garage section, because yeah, they joined after 2020. Again, that will give them half a point. Their garage was pretty decent for the amount of races they have. A lot of cars. There definitely seemed to be an organization to it. Not too bad. Definitely using the Infinity Garage here, but that's okay. So 1.5 points for the garage sections and 1 point for organization. They do have a top 300 racer badge, which will give them an extra bonus point. Overall, very nice profile. 8.5 out of 10. Very nice. Not much I would really do to improve. Some of the organization seems a little bit not symmetrical, which is fine. Not everyone has it that way, but I would definitely, if it was just me, I would go through and make it all symmetrical. But I understand that's not everybody's cup of tea, so I'm not going to make that like oh, you must go do this, because not everyone's going to think that way. And that's generally the case in a lot of my suggestions. I try not to make my words sound like the law, but yeah, my word is not the law. You do not have to change something about your profile just because I made a suggestion. It's just mostly personal preference. That's something to keep in mind. But overall, very nice profile. Not too much I would really change. Let's move on to the last profile of the video. Alright, so our last submission for today is sent in by Kiwi. Very nice name. They think the best thing about their profile is that they increase their words per minute by a lot. Very nice. It's always nice to see progress. Most people do Nitro Type, for the cars or just, to get to know people. It's nice to see people still focusing on words per minute. Very nice. They think the worst thing about their profile is they have almost nothing. That's alright. Not everyone has a bunch of cars at the beginning. Everyone has to get somewhere. Everyone has started somewhere. Even the best accounts started as noob accounts, which is a term I don't like to use, but I just use it because I can't think of a better term. But yeah, it's fine. Not everyone is a professional right from the start, and that's okay. They're not really sure if they would consider their profile good, and they want to see videos of me visiting/racing other YouTubers. I can definitely do that. I've done a few of those in the past. I've been wanting to do some 1v1s, but there aren't that many YouTubers that are around exactly my speed. There are some a little slower and a little faster, and I'd like to find a YouTuber that averages right about what I do, so about 150 words per minute. The problem is Penguin Typer has retired, so I can't race him. Not to mention his membrane keyboard, which he's good at typing on, does not work anymore. So he'd be at a disadvantage, which is not fair. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll find a YouTuber that types around the same speed as I can, and even on casual mode, I'd still like to do it, words per minute based. I think that'd just be more fun. But yeah, that's definitely something I'll think about. Thank you for this suggestion. Let's move on to rating the profile. Alright, so we're here at their profile. They have a words per minute of 74, very nice, that will give them 1 point. They have a race count of 669 total races. That will give them 0.25 points. Definitely a lower race count, but nothing to really worry about, More races will come with time. They have a level of 11, which will give them 1.5 points. They joined after 2020, in fact they joined just a few months ago, so not too bad of a profile for joining not that long ago. That will give them 0.5 point. Their garage, if I remember, I think it's not too big, but that's okay. It's pretty well organized for the cars you have. I like how you have this color gradient going on. So 0.5 point on the garage sections and 1 point on organization. No bonus points here. But overall, 4.75, very good for a beginner profile. You definitely have a good account going. Just keep it going, keep improving your words per minute. Just continue to race. You don't have to be a grinder. Just consistently race every day is a very good way to get your words per minute up, and it'll just be easier on your hands. But yeah, not much I would really do to improve, so very good job. And with that, we're going to end the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, it'd be great if you could like and subscribe. It's very appreciated. We're getting closer and closer to 500 subscribers, which will be amazing. I might do like a decently good-sized giveaway when we get there, so there's a bit of incentive. I do have a giveaway going on right now that you can enter. It goes till January 10th, so you don't have a ton of time to enter. It's really easy. I'll link that video in the description. It'll explain exactly how to enter. And if you'd like to enter this profile rating, make sure to go to the description as well. There will be a video explaining how to enter that. If you have any questions over anything, if you have any suggestions, or really anything you just need to tell me, let me know in the comments or in Discord if you have my contact information. If you don't, you can ask for it in the comments, and I will be happy to provide it to you. Just make sure you're 13 years old or older to use Discord. That is their terms of service. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. That's just something I like to state because otherwise people may not know. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Have a fantastic rest of your holiday season, and I will see you all in the next one.